when you're on top and you can help and change people's lives and turn somebody's career around and make them better, you have no choice but to share.
All right, let's move to Minnesota, where reportedly Jimmy Butler called a players-only meeting today and explained all his problems with T-Will's management just a day after ripping into the team's front office during yesterday's practice session, shouted at executives, quote, "You bleeping need me. You can't win without me." Amazingly, Rachel Nichols just happened to be there for a sit-down interview with Butler right after his meltdown, which he chalked up to his love of the game.
A lot of it's true. A lot of it is true. But you got to think, I haven't played basketball in so long, and I'm so passionate, and I love the game, and I don't do it for any other reason except for to compete and go up against the best to try to prove that I can hang. So all my emotion came out at one time. Was it the right way to do it? No. But I can't control that when I'm out there competing. Like, that's my love of the game. That's raw me. Me at my finest, me at my purest. That's what you're going to get inside the lines.
All right, Marcellus, you respect what Jimmy Butler did yesterday?
Absolutely. If I'm going to ring the bell, I'm going to ring it loud, and I'm going to ring it in a way that everyone's going to know, especially those guys between the lines. And what he did was respecting between the lines what we need to do in terms of mental attributes, competitiveness, spirit, engagement. I need to see the extra effort. And he just challenged everyone and said, look, I don't care about your accolade. I don't care about your contract. Are you about this life? And he did that in Jimmy Butler's verbiage, and he did it in a way that everyone got the message. I respect it.
And then did an interview afterwards to document it, that everybody knew that it happened. I like that he put names on it. He called out Towns. He called out Andrew Wiggins. He left nothing off the table. Who he has a problem with or whose effort he doesn't respect, he called it out. I respect that. Some of it feels a bit staged. I can't wait to see what plays out the rest of the season, if he gets traded or if he stays there, before I can say I fully respect what he did. But so far, so good.
Jimmy Butler's my hero right now. The way he's going about this from start to finish, he said, listen, I don't like the direction of this franchise. I don't like who I'm having to compete with. We're going to have a problem. So I said, Tibbs, you know what? I have respect for you. I'm going to go in and if I'm not going to sign here, I'm going to let you get the opportunity to get some assets to build upon what you want to, but I would like to move on in a different direction. They came up with a solution as, you know, we'll trade you and you sit out of this. Now they can't get it done. They asked him to come back to practice. He came back as a professional, and he competed, and he let his emotions show. It's an emotional game. He let his emotions out. He understands that it probably wasn't the exact or the right thing to do at the time, but it was part of how he was feeling, how he competes. I respect how he competes. I respect how he puts everything on the table, like you said. He called the guys out. He understands his market value, and he understands his value to that team. As he said, the most talented is Karl-Anthony Towns. The most athletically gifted is Wiggins.
Yeah.
But I play the hardest, and I get the most out. I get the most out for this franchise, and I affect wins. And as his numbers speak for himself, he went out there and competed, showed his dominance, and he knew it wasn't going to affect Tibbs. He knew it was going to send a message that Tibbs can't send to those guys who don't compete like him.
Yeah. Both of y'all have been in professional locker rooms. I want both of y'all to respond. Thibodeau has seemed to kind of endorse what Jimmy did. Seems to have his back. He kind of liked it, liked the passion. Any chance Jimmy Butler could go and play this year, this entire season, in on that Timberwolves team and coexist with Towns and those guys?
If he gets something out of those guys, if those guys take that and learn from it, if Wiggins and Towns says, you know what, I'm here for it. I'll change because I see this is how I'm supposed to be to win. If those guys get that message, it could possibly work out because Tibbs is not able to reach them. Only the players in the locker room can reach each other. And you want a superstar that is going to take on the responsibility for your team and set the tone.
Yeah.
For Towns, could you play with Jimmy Butler?
Absolutely, because his challenge and everything he said was laced with competition. Everything he was saying, if I could take my ego out of it, was something to enhance even my play. Like, he's like, basically, go harder. Give me more of whatever you got. Bring it on. And coaches always are looking for enforcers. Like, their message needs to get conveyed and translated by someone on that field, on that court. And he found him in Jimmy Butler. Now, will Jimmy Butler always say what Tibbs wants? No. But I think everything he said yesterday at that practice sounds like just a guy who wants the most out of everyone.
If you ever do me that way, we done. I'll quit the show.
You go?
I'll quit the show.
No, you weren't.
Well, he can't challenge you to be better? Okay, I got it. It ain't for everybody.
Coming up, a lot of people may end up in jail over the trumped-up NCAA corruption scandal. So why aren't activist athletes doing anything about it? We put on our thinking caps. Hey!
Domino's delivery drivers are experts at handling bad roads. But those roads shouldn't ruin your pizza when you carry out. So we're doing something about